Hello, cuz.
Hi, it's Tamara.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Fine. Can you hear me?
Good. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
trying
I'm
to.
a mute.
I'm trying to
I'm a
use.
listen in.
Okay, I'm trying to use
Oh,
this.
my connection's not that good. I'm on my phone.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm on my phone, so I'll hop in on the computer in a little bit.
Okay, well, talk to me on the phone. Boy, thanks for this here impromptu, joining in.
So how's everything?
Yeah, your audio is breaking up a little bit. Yeah, Tamara, your audio is breaking up.
Yeah, I think it's my Wi-Fi.
Oh, it's okay now.
Oh, okay, good. So how's everything been going?
It's been fine. I just came back from Nebraska, a few days ago.
Hmm.
Had a great time with the family reunion, an impromptu family reunion. Also,
Oh, fun.
my mother's and father's side, um, my daughter and I put it together, and it was really nice.
In Nebraska?
In Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah,
How was it?
it was great. I mean, nice and peaceful. I saw all my brothers and sister. So it's like
Wow.
six of us total.
Did you take pictures?
Oh yeah,
I want to see some.
yeah. And I had a we had a banner, family banner that
Uh-huh.
had the family tree on it.
Oh, nice.
So, just putting together, showing that, the young nieces and nephews, our family and how they're related and who their ancestors were.
Yeah, that's so good. Because that put it in their minds, at a young age.
And it was good for them to see us, see their uncles,
Yeah.
yeah, and their auntie. Hi,
Mhm.
Francis.
Hey, you guys, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
Hi, we're good. I'm good. This is Tamara. I'm on
Hi,
my phone, so
Tamara.
my name didn't pop up, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if my name popped up.
It did.
It didn't?
It did. It shows your
Oh, okay,
name.
okay. Good.
Oh,
Jerry, how's the rain over there?
Oh, it's light,
Yeah.
steady.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like here too in Los Angeles.
Okay, where are you at in LA?
I'm in Los Angeles, in the city.
Oh, okay. I'm over there every day, Tamara. I'm always at LAX and stuff if you ever want to have lunch.
Oh, that would be great. My office is right by LAX. It's on Manchester and Sepulveda.
Oh my gosh, I'm over there every day driving Uber and picking people up and all that stuff.
Oh, that's so good. Yes, we should definitely do lunch one day.
Yeah, I'm there every single day.
Okay,
Yeah. I'll
that's
put my
great.
number here in the chat for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank
How
you.
have you guys been doing?
We're
We've been
good
fine.
at hanging in there.
Yeah, it's
Good.
life's a challenge, but I'm up to it.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear from you. I know you've came a long way in this DNA research journey.
It's been a journey. Exactly that. Um, two of my sisters, they just decided that for whatever their reason is, and I guess that happens, right? So I'm okay. That they didn't want to talk anymore. And so I'm like, okay, that's all fine and good. Um, and I asked, did something happen, or you know, like, if anything happened, I apologize, but nothing. They never said anything. And one sister that first stopped talking, the second sister said, she had her own set of issues. So like she couldn't deal with meeting somebody from their father's past or dealing with that or whatever. And then the second sister, which you've seen a lot of me with her on Facebook and stuff, she just stopped talking one day too. And yeah, who knows what happened, but I just said, maybe it was just for that moment in time, but at least I know who they are. I had a chance to engage with them and get to know them. And then my sister that I still talk to, she said, that they're just that way. They're hot and they're cold. So yeah.
How many siblings, how many sisters did you have, or siblings?
Well, I discovered 3 sisters and 2 brothers, so a total of 5. The 2 brothers, the 2 brothers had passed away before I discovered them, but my brother did a lot of work on ancestry.com that connected me to the whole side of my dad's family, which is amazing.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. That happened to me. I found out who my dad was from doing ancestry, but I didn't have any siblings.
Yeah. So now I have like a whole bunch of cousins as a result of that, and our grandfather and grandmother had I don't know how, I'll show you when I see you. They had 18 kids or something like that.
Wow. Where were they from?
Sulphur Springs.
Yeah. Oh, Maryland? Maryland?
No, Texas.
Oh, Texas. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, with discovering that, one of my cousins lives 5 minutes away.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing, right?
Wow.
Have you met that cousin?
I have. We talk all the time. We see each other.
Sometimes you'll find other relatives have more in common.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, sometimes it's just for that moment in time. And that's okay. Some things aren't meant to be forever. And I'm good with that. I'm not begging them to be in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just wanted to meet them.
Well, I mean, whatever it's worth, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's not anything I did or didn't do, because I even, told them, hey, if I did anything or said anything that made you feel some kind of way, I'm apologizing, but I can't think of anything that I said or did. And so I just move on.
Yeah. They can reach out to you. They have your information.
They do. And if they want to, and who knows?
Do they have children?
Okay. No, they don't. Nobody, only me.
Oh,
I'm okay with, you know what I mean? I'm okay with, that was that moment in time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't hold anything. So if they do come back, then okay. But if not, that's okay too.
But what happens is, if I remember correctly, when you started off, you were a newbie. You were new to this DNA
yes
process, and through work and prayer and reaching
all
out,
of that,
you were able to paint your family portrait. So at least you know who your family portrait is.
Exactly.
You know where you fit in that portrait.
Yes. And I went to go visit and everything. And so, yeah. Even one of the aunts that I went to, she's not an aunt, she's a cousin. But even one of the cousins that I went to go visit, Like her sister said, girl, she's a mess. She's like, I was right here in town. You know how we do. She's like, I was right here in town and she didn't even tell me that you were here. And I'm like, oh, wow, I'm sorry. And then
Oh,
I didn't stay at anybody's house or anything because, you know, you don't want to be intrusive or whatever. And so um, I talked to her and her daughter because I think I was telling you, Jerry, I had some double relatives, you know, that are on my mom and my dad's side. Because
oh.
where they're from in Texas, it's like small towns, you know, it's
Mhm.
like me and you know, and me and Jerry, you know, it's like just more like me and you, 45 minutes away, you know, and so they ended up going to like Tyler College or something, and the aunt, the cousin, she met my grandmother's nephew, right? And she married him. And so her daughter and I are double relatives.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
somebody in the family told me about this guy named Dwayne Ross. And so with that, I I connected with Dwayne, and you know how sometimes we're like color struck or whatever, right? And so, you know, they're darker complexion, these Rosses, whatever. And turns out they're like the little local drug dealers or whatever in Sulphur Springs, but I didn't know. And so her and her daughter were like, those aren't our Rosses. And I said, well, I got them from somebody in the family, right? And they're connected to everybody in Sulphur Springs that's in our family on the Nash side. And
Mhm.
he even married a girl that's on the Ross side, right? So he is family through, you know, like having a
DNA.
child if he's not
Through,
directly related.
through
Huh?
DNA.
Well,
Through DNA.
he didn't
Through
do
DNA.
yeah, he didn't do DNA, but he does have a child with a girl that's related to the Rosses, right? And
Mhm.
so he's a cousin through marriage, right?
Uh-huh.
And so they were like, he's not, her daughter messaged me and she's like, I think we already talked about this. So please stop asking my mother about it. She's like, we're not related to Rick Ross, Diana Ross, or Betsy. And I said, wait a minute.
Right.
Wait a minute. She said, we're not related to Rick Ross, Diana Ross, or Betsy.
For Betsy Ross.
And
God.
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I said, okay, I'm not messing with them no more. Right. So
Right.
um I just talked to her sister now, but I don't, I don't call, I called a few times to just let them know, like, you didn't get the best of me with your Rick Ross and Betsy Ross, whatever. But yeah,
Right.
but I don't mess with them anymore. Yeah. Hey,
Oh, great.
Diane.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine, tired.
Aren't you up here in the Inland Empire?
Yes, I am.
Diane, we were supposed to get together.
You're in Rancho Cucamonga?
I'm in Upland, honey.
Oh, Upland, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dodge. Okay, well, we should do that.
Yeah. I'm in Upland. Diane, I'm always in Rancho. I'm like up the street.
Okay, I'm actually in Fontana at the 15 and the 210.
Girl, that's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Uh-huh.
Francis,
Can't you tell the mountains up there?
No, I ain't even
Francis,
been outside. Huh?
Francis, you're
I'm talking about on my
everywhere.
picture.
Hey, Tamara, you hear her? She's everywhere. She's down in LA. She does
I
travel.
am. I am, Jerry.
Travels.
Jerry, sometimes I get rides even down to San Diego. And when I get rides down there, I'm like, Lord, I got to get out of here before the traffic builds up.
Well, that's okay. We'll find a way, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am everywhere. Today I'm at home.
Oh, because of the weather, yeah.
Aren't we? Aren't we at home? I said, I was sitting around here twirling my thumbs. So I said, let me throw out a impromptu meeting, you know?
Right? Yes.
Oh, that was nice. Because I missed the other one because I was working. And I think they
Same.
started like 6 or 5. And sometimes I don't get out till like 7.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna keep it back. I'm gonna keep it back like it is, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, these Sundays
But
at 2.
you guys are all doing well.
Doing fine.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I've traveled.
That's good.
I've been to for vacation for 2 weeks in Omaha, Nebraska, for a review.
Oh,
Yeah, it was great to see all my brothers and sisters and nieces and aunts, and it, I put 500 miles on a car driving.
what?
Wow.
On a
But you know,
rental?
yeah, on a rental, I was doing fishing and family and fun. How about that?
They probably
That's
said, too
fun.
bad. Jerry, they probably said, too bad we didn't charge him by the mile.
No shit. It cost me enough. I used that.
Jerry, one time I had a rental car and I had an accident, right? And when I gave that rental car back, they were like, you should have brought this car back twice. And they're like, we got to take this car straight to the lot for sale. And I said, oh. And they said, what do you do for a living? And I said, I'm in outside sales. They said, oh, you should have brought this car back like 2 times and got 2 different cars. So now when I rent a car, they give me like the high end cars, you know, like Mercedes and BMWs and stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And so when I get them, like I'll keep it for a week or 2 weeks and then I'll give it back and go get something else.
that's great.
Uh-huh.
How you doing,
Yeah.
Diane?
I'm doing okay. I'm tired. They've asked me to sing on the praise team, and we have to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then, first of all, I have to learn all this new music that I don't normally sing, and it's kind of growing on me. So
Okay.
Great.
Oh, nice.
Diane, where do you go to church?
I'm a member at Sunrise, but I sang in Ontario today. We got 4 campuses, one in Victorville, one in Rialto, Ontario, Banning. I might be missing
Oh.
one. Yeah.
When you're in Ontario, tell me and I'll go over there.
Okay. Yeah, I was there this past Sunday and then this Sunday, so it won't be anymore till next month. But I'll let you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Very nice.
Diane, are we on Facebook and Tamara? Let's see. I don't think so.
I think I am friends with Tamara, I think. Am I not?
I
Tamara.
think so. But I rarely go on Facebook. I'm gonna try to start going on there more now. But
I've
I
been on
rarely go
X.
on.
Diane, you're on my Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook now.
Yeah, I gave you my phone number.
Okay. First of all,
Francis,
Huh?
you're just a social butterfly.
I am. That's what they don't like about me, Jerry.
I love it.
That's why they're like, let me get rid of her.
That's what, it's always good to have people that bring people together, you know?
Yeah,
Like
they
you.
don't like that about me. That's why they
Wow.
left. That's why they left me. They said, no, no, no. She's doing too much.
She's
And
too happy.
another thing about you, you're an overcomer.
Oh, yeah.
You've overcame a lot, and you know I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you, Jerry. Tamara, there you are. Tamara Dixon, right?
Yes.
Tamara,
Yeah. Tamara,
Yes.
sorry.
Tamara.
Yeah, they don't like that I'm so social. They don't like that.
Some
Because
people just don't like happy people.
yeah, they don't like that I went to go and meet and greet and then one of our cousins told me some of those people don't want to talk about all that old stuff that you want to talk about. And I said, well, if I don't know, then how am I supposed to learn? Right? I'm like,
Yeah.
if it has something to do with this country, people need to be concerned because we
thank you.
almost don't have a democracy going on here.
Yes. I'm gonna put you guys on hold really quick. My son's calling me. Hold on.
Okay.
hi Sonya. She's connecting. Over on my right.
Now, Francis is on here. That's not Francis Haywood, is it? What Francis is that? Francis
That's
Haywood
no, that's
lives in
Francis Nash, and the last name. She was Francis Nash
let me
when I
see.
first met her.
And we're friends on. I didn't see that, Francis.
Yeah, she's one of them. Here comes
But
my cousin.
but I don't show her as my friend on here. Listen, let me. We have two mutual. Oh, so yeah. Let me go on. Man. Uh,
Hello, Fannie and Sonya. Sonya, can you hear me?
Hello, I'm having technical issues, but I'm here.
That's
Hello.
okay. Here's what tip. Please move your light back. You see your light is real bright. We want to be able to say, yeah, look at that.
Can you guys hear
Oh,
me, Jerry?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, Sonya, see what I
Hi,
mean? It's a
Sonya.
lot clearer.
hello. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Okay.
Francis, why didn't you say Franny? That's different.
You know, Francis is my birth name, and Franny is my made up name because
Well,
nobody can remember Francis.
but you all brand new with this Francis when I've been used to it being Franny.
Yes.
I told you, man. She's ready, man.
Right?
She's an overcomer.
Yes.
So I'm gonna put both of them here on my contact.
Okay.
And I see your number,
Yes.
but I was not looking for Franny.
I know. I know. Sometimes you got to switch it up.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Well,
send
that
my.
562 number, that's confusing too, because that's a Long Beach number.
You know why? Because I used to work in Los Alamitos, and
Oh,
my
okay.
kids went to school down there. So I was trying to look like I belonged in
Okay.
the area. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope people are going through their matches and trying to see how many go with different branches. Like Jerry, you and I didn't show as a match, and then Uncle Luther did. But I'm finding all kind of my matches that are on your tree. So what I'm doing is putting them together. I'm gonna have your whole branch
I believe
filled up with my
you
people.
will.
Mhm.
I believe you will. And I sure appreciate that work that you're doing.
So
Diane puts in the work.
You
And
sure
so do
do.
you, Jerry.
that's what I'm doing this for. I want to know.
Well,
Yes.
I appreciate you all responding to such an impromptu reach out invitation.
I just did a LA tour. I always do those LA tours when people come into town. And we went to the Beverly Hills Hotel, right? And so when we went there, this is like some California history. We discovered that there was a Black architect that designed that hotel, right? And he designed several things around California that they don't even mention or tell you about. Um, but he couldn't live in Beverly Hills because of the time, you know?
Yes.
And so one of the things that he designed is at LAX is I'm looking for his name right now so I could tell you guys. He
That
designed
restaurant.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I forgot. But yeah, I heard about that early on.
Yeah. And he designed a lot of other stuff, but they never talk about it. You know what I mean? And so I thought, wow, that's so interesting that, most people don't even know that, right? So there's so much, and I say that in our own history, of our families and stuff that we don't even know, and how things are connected. It's very important to know that.
Okay. Let's do a head check here. Gracie, Gracie, can you hear me, Gracie?
He's asleep.
No, she might have just came from she might have just came from
Church.
no, No, she might show up again. Okay, Sonya, can you hear me?
Feels like we're having an
She's
earthquake
muted.
I
here.
can hear you now.
You can hear me, Sonya?
Yes, I can hear you. I hear you
Okay,
guys.
and we see
But
you check out, and I know Fannie, you just want to be heard and not seen, correct?
Me? Oh,
Fannie,
oh.
Fannie, she's down at the bottom. This is another one of the cousins. You see her? So we'll have to connect with. Basically, we're doing this a check, like a mic check, a visual check to see. There she is. Hey, cuz
Hi.
Fannie, I see
Uh,
you. You're in Henderson, aren't you? Uh, turn on your volume.
Unmute.
Unmute that microphone. Oh, Diane, this is pretty cool for an impromptu, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I just want to get a little bit more familiarized with everyone. Hi, Gracie.
Hi.
Good. It's good to see you. Now we see your face. Okay, Fannie, unmute yourself, please, if you can.
She's talking, but she doesn't realize we don't hear.
Do you know how to unmute yourself on your microphone over there?
Far left, at where the microphone, click on it.
Man,
At the bottom on the far left.
hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, she has a whole lot to say when she does come on. So
But she's talking now. She's bumping those gums.
she has a lot
Just
to
touch
say.
your screen.
When she does figure it out, man, we're gonna have a tiger by the tail.
Fanny, touch your screen and a bunch of stuff should come up at the bottom if you're on a phone.
I don't see anybody can do this on the phone. I hate using the phone.
The rain is coming down here in San Diego.
Here
It's
too,
coming
huh?
down here, but not hard.
Yeah, well, it hits us first,
Yeah.
I like how they said it's not going to hit all the affluent areas. It's barely going to touch Irvine. It's not going to hit Huntington Beach.
But if it does Carlsbad and down in that area, that's affluent.
Oh yeah. Well, San Diego is under siege, right? But I'm saying like LA is barely going to touch you guys in LA, and then it's not going to hit like Santa Monica or Venice Beach or things like that.
Here comes Fannie again. Let's see if we can get her audio.
Woo!
Oh,
There she is.
be careful what you ask for.
I know.
Yeah.
Around too.
You better tell somebody. No, I'm cool. I just couldn't get it up. I'm having problems with my email on my laptop. I got to take it in. So,
You're good now.
okay. I'm on my phone.
That's great. Hey,
Uh-huh.
I have
What
a
up?
question. Sonya,
yes.
could you please tell us, we want to go through a brief introduction so we can see who you are and so we can figure out, our connections and, see what we can do to help each other build a solid relationship. Tell me about yourself.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sonya Cooper. I live in Houston, Texas. So I'm a Texan. I'm dealing with all this heat down here. But essentially, we've done a DNA on my mom, and I had never done it. So several months ago, I did a DNA and discovered that you guys are my cousins some kind of way. Don't know the connection yet. I haven't really had time to go back and research it. But the reason I think we are connected though is that you know how there are rumors always remembers. My father, his last name is Cooper, but his father is probably not a Cooper. And so when I did the DNA, what I do understand is that you all are related to me on my dad's side. That much I know. And so Mr. Jerry Brent Moss was very kind to reach out to me and say, hello, cousin. And we just say through time and conversations, we're going to work it out and figure it out.
That's
So
right.
I'm recently retired from AT&T Telephone. And
Oh,
so, yeah, I'm also a musician. So what I'm kind of working on now is doing the things that I like to do in the arts. And I also like to barbecue. So that's kind of my little, those are my little jobs I'm going to be working.
I do music and I barbecue too.
Yeah, I play piano, sax, and organ, and I sing and stuff.
All right.
Been doing it most of my life.
Multifaceted.
We're all connected.
right.
I worked
Right.
for the Michigan State Arts Council for I
Oh.
don't know how many years.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
My grandson's in the room here, so that's what I was talking to.
Oh.
Sonya, what is your username on Ancestry?
Oh, you know what? Let me pull it up a little bit because I actually don't remember. But I'm sure it's just my name, Sonya Cooper. I'm sorry. Did I disappear? Let's see.
Cooper?
No, you're still here.
Okay,
I can't see y'all now.
Let me ask you something, Sonya. Is your father or your family in Arkansas or from Arkansas?
Nope, not that I'm aware of.
Where are they from?
They're from Texas. My dad was born in a town called Grosback, Texas, which is in Limestone County.
They were waffling back and forth between Arkansas and Texas. Some of them moved from Arkansas to Texas.
Yep.
Some down to Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. They those three states,
Okay.
those three states are kind of connected.
That was part of the Louisiana Purchase, I think.
I think more in recent history than not recent, but when our mamas and daddies were coming up, they were connected because they moved between those states. Like I was born in Texas, but my people are most are from Arkansas.
Okay.
Like the Alexanders and the Hicks and the Burnells. They were, and the Mosses.
Yeah.
They're all from Arkansas. They didn't start there, but most of them lived there.
Okay.
And some of them came from Alabama and Georgia and places like that. And I know that I realized that early on because I think one of the great grandma Burnells was on the early census in Alabama. Her and granddaddy, great granddaddy.
Okay.
But there are Cooper. Can still hear me.
I can still hear you.
There are Coopers in Arkansas. I know that for a fact.
Is that your maiden name or your husband's name?
No, that's my maiden name.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did
I
you
know one of my cousins is a Cooper. That's why I know.
I don't know
Gracie?
what I did, but I can't.
Did you guys feel the earthquake?
Excuse me, family. Gracie,
Yes.
and we appreciate you, standing in such a short notice and joining our meeting.
Oh, y'all make sure you're safe above everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're glad
Yes.
you were able to participate.
Thank you.
So, and if there's anything or that anything we can do, or any questions you have for us, just please ask, okay?
Okay. Sonya
Okay.
Cooper.
Yes.
So
Yes.
hang on in there with us, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I will. I do want to know. I have actually reached another cousin on my mom's side from he's in South Carolina. So he reached out to me because he read my information. So we're trying to figure out things since everybody has deceased already. We're trying to figure out where we stand and how we know we're related, but how. So I've been trying to figure that out on my own since I'm new to this. I don't know it too well, but I'm trying to do it without help. I sometimes call Teresa, she'll help me, but that's what I'm doing now. So that's 2 cousins plus you, Jerry, that I know now from Ancestry. But that's all I know. I still don't know anything about my father's side yet, but this is my mom's side. So this is what I'm trying to figure out.
Well,
What
let's just,
procedure are you using to find out information?
Well, Teresa set my
Okay.
tree up. I have a tree.
Mhm.
So she's been doing basically all the work. I
Oh.
just get the information, I text it to her, and then she puts it where she think it should go on the tree. But then I found out today, as I was looking through on my paperwork, that some of the information that I gave her was not right. So I got to go in and correct it and put the right information, because I talked to the cousin and he was like, that is not your mother's dad, that's your mother's brother. See, and I don't know any of this stuff because I have never met anybody in my whole life. I have not met anyone. So just for him reaching out to me and we both trying to work this out was a huge thing for me. So that is where I'm at now. So I can figure out what's going on with that.
good. You know, that's progress. And you know, you have to be patient and keep walking. You know, some things that you can't figure out, let it go, leave it behind, and just keep walking.
Right now.
And because like there's more treasures ahead of you, just like you've been here. You're meeting people, we're meeting you, and that's what brings joy.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. That's more valuable to me, and I'm sure to the other family members here, than anything. So let's just take care of each other. How's that?
That sounds good to me.
Awesome.
Yes.
So it's an open forum. So let's continue.
There was a magnitude 5 earthquake.
Yes. Did you guys feel it?
When? How long ago?
What? No.
It just felt like somebody was shaking the bed.
Since
It
you've
was
been here
like-
now?
Yeah.
I can feel it.
It felt like somebody was just lightly shaking the bed.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
We have them in Las Vegas, in Nevada.
Really?
Yeah. We have
This one was
we
in
have-
Ventura County. It was near Omaha.
Yeah.
we're kind of we get
Like off the
stoned.
101.
I think we got one that cracked one of my sinks.
Wow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, isn't this something? We're getting thunder, lightning, earthquakes,
And earthquakes all in one day.
Wow.
all this from an impromptu meeting.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Mhm. God's trying to tell us something here.
Amen.
Usually you don't hit us. So
And
we'll see.
usually these hurricanes don't they're not
Nope.
in this area here either.
Nope.
But it's here now.
Nope. I think,
Now we just need a thunderstorm.
yep. We're trying to figure out what we're gonna do today because I'm afraid to get on the expressway.
Don't do it.
It floods here a lot when we have torrential rains.
And where are you at again?
Henderson, Nevada, between Las Vegas and Boulder City.
Oh, I was just there at the M Hotel.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? That's not too far from me
Fannie,
at all.
haven't you figured it out yet? that we were
What?
supposed to prepare yesterday so we can keep our asses home today.
I know. And you know what? And you know what? I did. I stayed at home all yesterday and prepared.
Yes,
So let's just enjoy ourselves today. Here.
that's it.
It's raining cats and dogs out there. I don't want to be out there.
Wow.
And I
It's not raining here though. You know
That's
what? It's not raining yet. It rained and then it stopped a little bit, then it stopped.
Oh, it's raining.
And I-
It's raining pretty rough up here. Down
Yeah.
here. That's
Wow.
I heard that it was
You
gonna
know-
hit Vegas area around 7 p.m.
Well, that's yeah.
Really?
So you may want to
Mhm.
run out and do whatever you gotta do.
I said it was raining cats and
There you
dogs.
go.
Oh, how cute.
Okay. Let me ask a question.
Go ahead.
Does anybody remember Dolores? Let's see, Dolores Burnell. Is she on your list? Dolores is your mama's sister, Jerry.
My grandmother's sister.
Your grandmother's sister, yeah.
Yeah, I have her on my I have her on my tree.
Dolores?
So you want me to do some work now, huh?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna share my screen. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
That's right.
Oh, Diane.
Give them about an hour. That's what they do.
Hold on a second. I got mine up. Let's see where she is. Okay, James. Those, you know, there's a connection too I found between the Burnells and the Alexanders, or the Mosses. No, the Mosses and the Alexanders. Okay. Browning, Regina, Isom, the kids. Isom Burnell.
Is you like Dorothy Burnell?
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen.
Dorothy is my sister.
Okay.
No, it's well, I don't know if that's the right one because there's so many of them. Dale goes up. It's got to be under Isom and
It's so.
Godfrey. Is it Isom?
Yeah.
I've been saying Isom, Isham. Some people say Isham, and it's
So can
written.
you see this?
Yeah,
Yes.
Let me see if I can.
You see it pretty
No.
big?
Albert Browning, somebody, Edward Browning, William Browning.
I don't see it.
Can you see it on my screen? The Brownings and Isom Burnell. See, Eugenia
Isom
Browning.
Burnell.
Scout.
Here's Eugenia Browning. This is my great grandmother and yours too, Fannie.
Right.
And they, her husband was Isham Burnell Jr.
Right.
And then today you asked me a question about the siblings, and here they all are. You see them?
No, I don't have that in here.
Okay, but anyway, here's Ethel Mary Burnell. That's my grandmother.
Right.
And here's her brother, one you was talking about. You talking about Needham?
Needham.
Yeah, there he is. And there's Godfrey and Dora.
Diola.
Malcolm. Huh?
Right. Diola, Mac. Yeah.
Here they all are.
Ethel, Mary is your grandma.
Huh?
Ethel Mary is your grandma, right?
That's my grandmother, yeah. And these
Okay,
are
now
brothers and sisters.
Godfrey is my granddaddy.
Okay, there you are. That's our connection.
Needham. Now Needham is where's Dolores?
Let me see Godfrey.
You know what? Diola may be Dolores.
Okay, let me do this one here real quick.
Okay.
Can you see Godfrey?
Godfrey is he's the baby, isn't he?
Can you see it right here on my screen?
Hold on. I'm trying to, every time I try and, hold on. It was up. I did have it up. Hold on.
There's Godfrey Burnell right there.
Yeah, that's my granddaddy.
And his
Oh, no. Dolores wouldn't be on there. Dolores wouldn't be on there. Who would be on there?
and his wife was
Needham.
Carrie.
Needham. Dolores is Needham's daddy.
Okay.
And from my understanding, he had another daughter living in California.
Yeah, they have a lot of them that's out here that I met.
Really?
Yeah, I met a lot of the cousins out here.
Okay, then Orville Coyle is Dolores' son. Now, he would have been in the same position as we are, Jerry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is an example of how we, fill in our family portrait.
Right.
One will,
Yep.
one of the members will call, we'll do some research. I'll pull it up on my tree.
Mm-hmm.
And be able to share your tree, and then that's the one, that's the cousin, and that's how we get verification. And Diane, it's one of my, and you too, Francis, one of the main things that I focus on is meeting face to face, eye to eye, DNA relatives that are alive.
Yes.
And then I get their stories, we work together, and then that brings our family portrait together. That brings our branch together.
Yes.
So that's what I really focus on. Now, I do have the history, because I need the history, especially with this reparations. I have to have the history, but to see you all and then to know, okay, that's how we're connected. To see that means so much to me, and I know my grandmother and looking down on us saying, hey, good job connecting with the family.
Jerry,
What I thought about, we may not all have the same apex, because it might be that all of these white people that had these slaves, they raped these different women. And so we're related through the white people rather than just the black line going straight up. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Because at first I was trying to get everybody to go up to a point, but I may not be able to do that, because it could be several different people involved in having raping those slaves.
There's a black man that Stephanie Mills just put on her page when they were saying about how we benefited from slavery.
Yeah.
There's a black man that was forced to have like 98 children.
Oh, yeah.
Because they wanted the DNA. They wanted his genetics.
And the mama had to stand there in the living room while the man back there raping her child. And it could be a big burly black man that he's sending there to rape her child, rather than one of the white people. It could be just anybody. All they wanted was the slaves.
Yeah.
I am glad that in Arkansas they are pushing back on Huckabee, because she doesn't want them to teach the AP African American history, but they said no, they're going to teach it. We don't want them to be teaching to hate the country. Well, it's not hating the country, and it's not even hating the white people. It's just fact of what happened, and they need to realize that.
That's
right. But they want to be perfect, like they never did anything wrong.
Well, let me tell you, from my perspective, I might be a little pompous about this, but some of these teachers, they don't have the history.
They don't.
And we have, through our research, just as much as they do. So I feel that it's our obligation to teach our kids. It's our obligation to show them their history.
But see, I think it goes beyond our kids.
If I rely on, because they're only going to tell them so much, and they're going to sanitize it. So we have to teach them age appropriate, but be true to them. So that they walk around, they're a little bit more alert, a little bit aware about who they are and who their ancestors are. I just think this here. I went back to Nebraska. Just one second. I went back to Nebraska for our reunion, and I I was the most, out of my brothers and sisters, I was the most feared of my brothers and sisters.
Really?
Wow.
Why?
Because I have all the DNA information. I know what the relatives are. I have the family history.
Wow. Tell me you're the most
That's
powerful,
me.
Yep.
connected.
And so
You know, Jerry, maybe
I had to
that's
do,
what it
I had
is
to
with,
do, I was kind about it. I presented it to them in a way that I have to share it. If you learn, you have to teach. You know,
Right.
if I stop teaching what I'm learning, I'm not serving them. I'm doing this for my descendants, not for me.
Right.
you know, there's truth to that, Jerry, because my sisters, like they grew up together, you know, on my dad's side, and my dad always had them together. But because my other two sisters are on and off, you know, whatever, they had lost touch, right? And so when I came around,
Yeah.
I united them and put them back together,
Right,
right?
right.
And so I had them all on like a morning group text, and I would send inspiration and stuff like that. And so part of it was that one of my cousins is in Louisiana, and she sent a text at 3 a.m. And so my sister said, you know, hey, can you, you know, remove me from the group text? So I removed her. I told her there's no way to remove you, right? But what I can do is I can ask everyone not to text this text, right? So my cousin texted again by accident, and she's older, you know, and so my sister got upset. And so from that was the start of why she didn't, you know, talk to me anymore.
I understand.
Can you
Go ahead,
just tell
Francis.
her to block people?
Fannie,
It may solve it.
go ahead, Fannie.
She could have, yeah.
I was just saying she could probably block everybody if she doesn't want to be a part of the group. Just
We
block
want to
them.
see.
She
We want to
didn't.
see your face, Fannie. We want to see your face.
What happened?
All we see is the world. So,
Yeah, she could have blocked them, but she didn't want, you know, she's older. She's 72, so she wasn't really having it, I guess. I don't know. It's okay.
I'm 71 and I would block them.
Thank you.
And that way, okay, if things change, she can always go in and unblock them. But
Yeah.
if it's causing her any type of distress or anything, she should block them. And then
Yes,
if she
exactly.
want to join them back again, then she can.
Yeah,
hmm
yeah,
I know, because I've done it to one of my sisters.
exactly. Yeah.
Can I go back to what Jerry was talking about, teaching our kids?
I'm
More
sorry.
than our kids need to know about African American history. There shouldn't have even been an African American history. It's part of American history, and they left it out because they just want to make themselves look good. But I think the younger ones, if they understand the things that went on, it could have something to do with healing because they're more open-minded, and they're really, the older ones are ashamed of what happened. They don't want to say it.
Yes.
So it's something that everybody should learn. When you have a Black History program in school, all people should be involved in it. When I
Oh
had
yeah.
programs, I didn't just say, well, this is just for the Black kids, but that's segregation. You have to have something that's teaching the whole class. It's a holistic approach that you should use. Everybody didn't
Well,
know.
and there's so many inventions that were created by us, like that I just posted about the Beverly Hills Hotel on my page. You know, he was an architect. Let me see what year it was. It was like 1936 or something like that. Hold on.
Now, what's his name?
Hold on, let me go to my story.
I got had some stuff announced that Sonya gave us, but
it's terrible in Mexico.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
In Santa Zala, Mexico, that water is flowing.
Yeah.
Terrible.
let me just,
His
you know
name
what?
was, hold on, where is the picture?
while you're looking for it, George Washington Carver is the one that came up with the peanut butter, and Benjamin
Yes.
Manager, the signal lights and stuff. So there's so many things, and everybody needs to know about that, because the perception of Black people has been they were slow, not smart, couldn't read, couldn't write, but that was as a direct relationship of what they were doing to the Black people.
Yes. His name was Paul Revere Williams.
Okay.
Paul Revere Williams.
Yes, I'll put it in the chat here if I can. So he invented, he designed a lot of things in LA. He 1894. 1894. It says the hotel, the Beverly Hills Hotel we enjoy today, is the Paul R. Williams design, known as the architect of the stars. He became highly sought after by Hollywood's elites. Born in Los Angeles in 1894, Williams was an orphan by the age of 4. Discouraged at every turn. He was constantly told he would never become an architect. We can only imagine his inner strength of character, fierce determination, and commitment to excellence that brought him in Beverly Hills as the first African-American member of the American Institute of Architects, the AIA, in 1923. He went on to become the first Black Fellow in 1957 and the first Black gold medalist. Paul R. Williams designed the Beverly Hills Hotel, the Crest Wing, introduced its grand entrance poolside, the cabanas, the Crystal Ballroom, as well as the redesign of the Polo Lounge Foundation's coffee room and the lobby. In 1950, he also created the now famous hotel scripts on the Crescent Wing's front entrance. He also did Angela's Funeral Home. He did the restaurant. What was that restaurant called at LAX? My mom took me there, Diane, when I was little.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think of the name of it.
Okay, let me look him up, and then I'm going to put the article there for you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share my screen with you briefly while y'all doing that.
Okay.
Here's one of the. We're talking about teaching, Diane. This is the family tree that my daughter and I made up for
that's nice.
for our t-shirts. And here's my mother's side over on this side, the Gildons, and the Mosses is over on this side. So here's this Ethel Burnell Moss and Eugenia Berry and David Thomas and here's City and Ruben. And then what we did, we had this QR code right here, and that's where we had the generations. If you scan that, it had my documents, a PDF file with 11 generations.
Wow.
So the younger set, they were for it, and then they were really enjoying it, and so were the other family members. But this is my father, Kenneth Moss, and my mother, Lois Gildon Moss. So
Okay.
I want to share one other thing with you. And then what we did, my daughter and I, we made Bridget. Look what she made.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
I love that.
We had that banner that we took to Nebraska and set it up at one of our events, one of our last events, where people would come in, the kids would come in, and I would give the family history, teaching them family history, and they would scan that QR code and they would get the generations. And
wow.
We would take pictures of it. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Very nice.
Very, very nice. Wow.
So Jerry's he's gonna help us all with our banners.
Well,
Yes.
The first one you gotta teach, okay?
I just want to share with you some of the highlights of, of the trip, and and those were just some of the photos, and then I can show you the family members. But continue our conversation, and then I'll just intercede. Consider your continue your conversation.
Okay, let me share my screen with Paul Robinson, whatever it is.
We make sure.
Roberson or Robinson?
Okay, yeah, you're set to go.
Hold on one sec. Hold on. Let's see. Share screen. Oh, it's a website. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me paste it really quick. Sorry, y'all.
No worries. All right. Notes on the books.
Okay, so here he is.
Mm.
Paul R. Robinson. I'm gonna close that. Oops.
Diane, he looks white.
He looks white?
Yeah. Don't he look
Yeah.
white?
Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm. So
Well,
if
the
he's
lighter
not,
skin was the first one that got all the education and stuff because they were living in the house with the white people.
Mhm.
Yes.
He could be biracial.
But
Yeah,
he
they
was
got-
an orphan. He was an orphan. And they were telling him that he wasn't going to be anything. He'd never be an architect. That's what I loved. He was from Memphis, Tennessee. And him and his brother were orphans. You guys can see there.
Mhm.
And let's see if it shows his designs. So that's the Beverly Hills Hotel,
Wow.
Saks Fifth Avenue that he designed. Very elegant designs, right?
Mm-hmm.
They made him look more white in this picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he did a lot of homes for affluent people. They have a PBS story about him. He designed this building, the Golden State Life Insurance Building. I don't think that's there anymore.
And my great uncle was a porter for the Van Nuys Hotel in LA. He was one of the,
Very nice.
yeah,
Your
That
great
Golden
uncle.
State, is that down on Washington
First
and
Bell.
Western? The Golden State?
Yeah,
Here it is.
Okay.
Golden State Life Insurance Building.
Yeah.
Right here.
yeah.
It's on the.
And
It's
now
on
it's
there.
the SCLARC, whatever that is. But this is the inside of the building, right? The lobby.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's a memorial for him somewhere.
R. Williams. That's great.
Yep.
Yeah. These are just more historical things that he did in LA. And Angela's funeral home is still in LA and very well used by us. He did a residence for Sinatra. He worked on something for Lucille Ball.
Oh, Angela stayed busy all the time.
Yeah. And then there's a YouTube video about him.
Mm.
And then Founders Church, wherever that is in LA. Oh, First AME. He did First AME. And there's the front of it.
Mm.
I attended church there. That's the historical building that he did at LAX. And they haven't taken it down yet. And the hotels, churches. Yeah, he was very creative.
Thanks for sharing those.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm going to share that with my my son-in-law, who's a high school teacher. He's a high school history teacher. He probably knows already because he's deep into into our history.
Yeah. Oh, what is this a picture of, Jerry?
When I was in Omaha, this is our family.
Oh,
These are the
wow.
families who came together at the.
Nice.
We had a hotel, and these are my brothers and sisters. One of my brothers, Dale, my sister, Canetta,
Mm-hmm.
Marvin,
Mm-hmm.
Kirby, myself, and Stevie. We're
Wow.
the ones that are sitting, and these are all of our kids that are around us. And then the little ones are our grandkids and great grandkids that are in the front.
That's
Wow.
beautiful. Where'd you guys
Yes,
do
it
that
is.
at?
We were at Marriott. We rented a suites, like 10 or 11 Marriott rooms, and we were that was part of where our events were, is at the Marriott in Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I want to show you another one. Now, can you see that one? Can you see
Yeah.
this one?
Is you
Yeah.
and one of your brothers?
These are my brothers and sisters.
Okay, hold on.
So
Okay, got it.
that's my
Uh-huh.
brother. That's my brother Dale, my sister Canetta,
Mhm.
my brother Marvin,
Mhm.
brother Kirby. There I
Okay.
am with the Marsh reunion shirt on, and my brother Steve.
Okay.
So, so, so
Yeah.
we gave them some structure. We took the pictures first of us, and then they would take pictures around us. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Nice.
that
Very nice.
Wow.
and those are my siblings. I have siblings that are still alive, and there they are. That's from my mother. I'm not going to go into how many more I got from my father.
Okay.
Mm.
Well,
But
it's part of history too, Jerry.
At least you know.
oh
At
yeah, I
least
know.
you know who they are.
Oh yeah, I know. And you know what?
Mm.
I share it. I share the information because I eulogize my father, and some of my other siblings were there, and I said to deny them would be to deny myself.
That's right.
Exactly.
And that's how I
Some
go
people,
about life.
but some people don't look at it that way. I'd rather know who my family is and whether they are legitimate or not. I'm not legitimate, but you know what I'm saying.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
yeah.
Okay, I
Um,
have a picture of me
rather-
and my sisters I want to share
Go
with
ahead.
you guys.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hold on. And these are my, oh, where'd it go? Hold on, share screen. These are the sisters from my dad's side. Hold on. Albums, favorites. Not that one. This one. My sister, the one in the front, is Wendy. She's the one that's 72, and then it's me, and then my sister Zelda. So we all three have different mothers, but the same father.
Okay.
And we just discovered each other 6 years ago this month. Yeah, with the help of Jerry and a bunch of other cousins. And I just talked to Chester today, Jerry. I don't know if you know Chester.
Yeah.
I just talked to him today. He was calling to check on us to make sure we were okay from the hurricane and all that stuff. And so when I came on to ancestry.com, I didn't know anything about my family heritage on my dad's side. And so I just told Jerry and everybody my story, that I grew up with just my mom and my 5 siblings. And I didn't know if I was, John Kavanaugh's daughter or Harold Nash's daughter. And so my oldest sister is like 14 years older than me. So sort of like the architect of LA. My sister would say, back in the 60s, you're never going to amount to be anything because you don't have a father. And so I would always think, she's so mean and so awful. And she still is to the day. But, I've grown past that and I just love her from a distance, but I don't deal with her. And so I would ask, like my mom, my truth, but my mom was ashamed of it because they weren't married, right? And so when my mom was, very sick and she was passing away, me and my friends would always try to figure it out. Like, let us just figure out who it is, or let us, ask a lot of questions and stuff. But my mom would never say anything. And
Yep.
like most people,
Yep, I hear you.
back in the day, right? And
Yep.
so I said to my mom, hey, you're really sick. And she could barely talk. I don't think she could talk at all. And I said, Mom, it's okay, right? I understand. And I said, listen, I just want to know, was my father married? And she just nodded her head and said, yes. And I said, Mom, it's okay, right? And so she still didn't tell me like who it was. But when I did Ancestry DNA, I went to my mom's gravesite and I said, Mom, I found out and everything's okay. So my sister, middle sister, she inherited my mom's house and all of my mom's stuff. And so when I found my Ancestry DNA, she said, oh my God, I have all mom's stuff. And so she's like, I have some old videos. We can put it on like a flash drive, right? Costco does that for you. And so you just take the information there and they convert it. And so my sister said, my middle sister, she said, now that I look at you, oh my God, you do look like Harold Nash, right? And I said, oh, after all this time, right? 54 years. But it was just great to be able to meet my family and to talk to them and to, get to know some things about my father that I would never know because now he's passed away too. And, I just feel like even though I didn't have that opportunity as a child, now I have it as an adult. And I went to my father's gravesite a few times and placed flowers there because he was a soldier and stuff, and traveled to Texas to meet living relatives, like you said, Jerry, and talk to them as much as they're willing to tell me, about themselves and about the connection to my father. So it's been pretty cool.
Thank you for that testimony in those stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's a nice story.
Here's
Yeah, thank you.
here's a couple more pictures.
Yeah.
I love that picture, Jerry, of you fishing.
Oh, I don't want to see it. I've been trying to get the fish since I've been here for 20
That's
years.
serious.
I
That's a
understand
serious
that.
catfish.
Wait a
Is that a
Yeah.
catfish?
Yeah, that's a catfish.
I've
Nobody
been
would
trying
take
to
me
go
fishing.
fishing also. Nobody.
I
Yeah.
like to fish, and here's another one.
Oh,
That's awesome.
See, those are
Nice.
Wait a
blue
minute.
gills I caught, and that's
you're bragging.
a car I rented. I put 500 miles going back and forth from the hotel. It's just
Look at that.
Look at all those fish.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
Where are they?
Wow.
Jerry, I'm not getting the full picture.
You know what?
I want to see the fish.
Oh man,
You didn't see the fish?
They're on the ground.
I saw him holding one.
He had a
they're
lot.
all on
He
the
had a
ground
lot
by
on the
the car.
It
ground.
was like a yellow catfish.
There was a lot on the ground though by the car.
Jerry, we could have a fish fry.
Oh shoot!
See all the fish?
Oh, see. Oh my goodness.
What kind of fish are those?
the bluegill.
Oh my gosh.
Jerry, you could have
need to
fish for
send me
breakfast,
some.
lunch, and dinner.
Do you have a crappie out there?
Yeah, they got them too.
Oh wow! I love crappie.
Wow.
Yeah, they got them up. They had them out there too, and I caught 8 of them 2 days ago here in San Diego.
Wow.
So you
Wow.
caught those in Nebraska, right?
Those were in Nebraska, and I just caught 8 in San Diego just a couple days ago. That's what I do,
What, 8
That's my relationship.
bluegills?
8 catfish.
Oh, I'll do catfish.
Yeah,
I
with
do.
bluegills. I got bluegills and
When I
fish.
get on my line, I'm cutting it.
Jerry's Jerry's an avid fisherman.
Yeah, that's my sport, and outdoors things that I've grown up in the country, in Nebraska, and and out here in California, I bring my skills that I learned here, and so I still maintain the habits, the things that kept our families together. You got to be able to survive. I'm self-sufficient, and
Mhm.
and you got to make a way where there's no way. I'm an overcomer too.
That's what my mom
Hey,
always
Jerry,
taught us.
can you show that fish, the catfish picture again, or send it to me? I want to send it to my brother.
Hey, let me see.
Oh,
Is that a yellow catfish, Jerry?
No, that's a channel catfish.
a channel
Is he
catfish.
black?
No, it's a channel,
No.
but that was a stomach. The stomach portion of it.
Okay. Again, no catfish for me. I will cut the line.
Give it to Jerry. He'll know what to do with it.
Let me tell him, huh? Yeah, he
Yeah.
may, I don't know, he may get that wrong idea if I
Flash
said
fryer.
fish. Okay, let me just say this. Early on, I was talking about my cousin, Orville, Wow.
Claws, yeah.
Yeah, and he changed his name to Mandingo. And then, but we call him Lee Mandingo. And the reason is because he was a boxer. And
Okay.
and he really big dude. He was, if he wasn't 7 feet, he was close to it.
Wow.
But he sparred with Muhammad Ali. He was one of Muhammad Ali's sparring partners, from what I understand. So,
That's incredible.
but I didn't know him until I had worked with his wife for like 6 years. And, we were always nice to each other, cordial. Didn't know we were related until my dad passed. And she told me, she said, I can't come to the funeral, but would you bring me an obituary? So I brought her the obituary. I was out for like 2 weeks, and I brought the obituary. She looked at it. She said, Burnell. I think that's my mother-in-law's maiden name. And I said, oh, okay. She said, I'm gonna go home tonight. I got a birth certificate, and I'll let you know. Came back the next day, and she said, Burnell, her name is Dolores Burnell. Her father's name was Needham B. Burnell. So you guys are related. Because my dad had always talked about Needham B. Burnell, his uncle Needham. I knew that we were related. So I said, Uncle Needham, yeah, my dad talked about. And it took about 2 months for us to actually meet, because he didn't have any teeth. So he wanted to get his teeth put in before he met me. So after we met, and the strange thing about it was that we were at different events together, and we never put it together. And so after we met and found each other, that was it. Until he died.
Oh, wow.
So we knew each other. Yeah, he died from a rare form of leukemia.
Now, Brunel's out of Mississippi too?
Arkansas. The foundation, our branch is from Arkansas.
Okay, because my son's grandmother is a Brunel, Martha Brunel.
Martha? Is it Brunel or Burnell? Is it B-R-U?
B-U-R-N-E-L-L. Francis, here's a picture. Here's a picture, Francis.
I got it, Jerry. Let me check on my family tree. Hold on. I'm going to check right now.
B-U-R-N-E-L-L. And their family church and cemetery is in Stevens, Arkansas. It's called Mount Vernon Church.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to check on
that's our base.
Ancestry.com right now.
Have you seen that? Have you been to that cemetery, Jerry?
Virtually.
I was there when I was younger.
Who did?
Huh?
You did,
When I
Fan?
when I was younger, I went to Mount Vernon.
And Tamara, a number of the Burnells that's where they're entombed at. Correct,
Right.
Fannie?
That's correct.
On our
Burnells, the Alexanders,
family,
the Mosses. Now my grandma's not there. I think they took her to another cemetery. Our grandma, my grandma, Carrie Moss.
yeah,
I think
that's Willisville. There's a
is
cemetery
that
in Willisville. It's McKinney Cemetery.
is that where they took her?
Yes, that's where some of
Carrie.
them are. Willisville, Arkansas, and the McKinney Cemetery.
Okay. I have to check and see if my granddaddy Godfrey is at Mount Vernon because most of them are there, except for the ones who moved out of state.
And you have a number of them that are in California because I met a lot of them. We have a number of them in Orange County.
Mm-hmm.
Sonya,
Yes.
how how are we going to connect here? What will we be able to have a one-on-one that can look at your tree and then we can discuss how we're related?
Yeah, we can do a one-on-one at another time or something. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Have you heard of the program called Jed Match?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Okay, we have to talk about that because that's another platform that has a number of relatives from other sites that you can match
Okay.
with. Right here at
Okay.
this 23andMe.
Gary, when you do that, I want to join you guys.
And me too.
Okay.
Okay.
And Jerry, I want to know also how are we connected?
Well, we'll just have to sit down as one big family and just hash it out.
There you
You know what? I think what I'll do, give me your email address and maybe I can do like a copy of my tree and send it to you, Sonya.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My grandson got okay. Okay. I'm sorry. What did you need from me?
Nothing. I was thinking about, doing a copy of my tree and sending it to you. A
Oh,
copy
that'd be
of
awesome.
the Burnell portion. Although, you know what? I think the Coopers are more Hicks and Alexander.
Well, to simplify the process, Fannie, I'll look and see how I'm connected with her, and then I can tell you exactly what direction we should go start our research.
Okay.
So she's definitely connected. She might be a 5th through 8th. I don't know if she's a 4th through, but she is related on that side of the family, or I wouldn't have reached out to her. As a matter of fact, all the people you see on our list, the members list, we're related DNA because I reach out to each one of you, and some respond, some don't. And the ones who respond that's our membership.
Okay. Okay.
And sometimes, I'm not saying it sometimes they're closer related per DNA by centromorgans, but I have just as much joy talking to someone who's a 5th to 8th, and then a cousin, and then we talk, they go talk to their mother, and they talk to their grandmother, and then we find out how we're related. And another way that we find out from a 5th through 8th person is through that program called Through Lines. Through Lines. You can open it up, and it'll have somebody who's related to you 5th through 8th, and it'll show you how you're connected. It's 75% accurate, but it'll give you an idea.
Jerry, I didn't hear you. You went out on me.
But there's a program on our program. It's called True Lines.
True Lines.
Yeah, True Lines, and it helps it helps you with your DNA research.
Okay.
Okay, so look, we're gonna be closing it down. I appreciate everybody's participation. Let's have some closing remarks, though. We'll start with Gracie, Tamara, then Francis.
Okay, my remarks are, first of all, I'm lost, but I'm waiting. I enjoy listening to everyone and their stories. It's motivating me to try and get into this ancestry. I'm not really into it like you guys are because I'm new, but I want to really try and look for my family. I don't know my family on my mother's side. I don't know my family on my father's side. So
I got a
it's
question for you. Do you feel a part of this family?
oh yes.
Good.
Ever since I got on here and you contacted me, I've been very close, very close. And I learned a lot through the ones that you set me up with, which I haven't heard from in a while, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But yes, and
Okay.
I thank God for even allowing you guys to be in my life and for me to learn a lot of your stories and for me to try to figure out my own.
Well, you're doing a great job, and just stick with us, and just hold on to that line, and,
Yeah.
and don't let go. Tamara, closing remarks, then Francis.
Yeah, it was good to talk to everybody today and see where you are in your process of your research. And Francis, I'm looking forward to us having lunch soon
Yes,
together. And I will definitely call you.
yes. I'm looking forward to it.
And everybody stay safe and have a good day. It's kind of stopped raining here in LA a little bit. It's just lightly sprinkling right now.
It's
Can I
coming.
say,
It's on its
can I
way.
say, is Sonya still there?
I'm still here.
Okay. I'm looking on my tree and I have a William Cooper.
Yeah, that's my father.
Wow.
Okay. And then Ollie Pace.
Have no idea.
Okay. Because
Okay.
Ollie Pace is supposed to be maternal. Maternal what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Francis,
You
closing.
know, I'm just grateful for all of you guys. I'm grateful for the family. I'm excited to get to know everybody. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm on a, like Jerry said, I'm all over the place. Like if you're family, I'm coming to meet you, and yeah, I just love all the interaction and getting to know everybody. Um, I have just had so many amazing experiences that I'm overwhelmed. You know what I mean? With joy and
Yeah.
gratitude. And I didn't know before, and I didn't feel like, I'm sure that you can relate, Fannie, because I felt like I was related to these people, but I only had half of the things in common with them. And there was still somebody out there that was more like me. And so now with my sisters, with my cousins, I found the other half. I felt whole and complete all the time, but now I feel like everything is the way it should be. I probably have over 100 plus cousins from LA, from California, all the way to Connecticut. Um, I didn't tell you this, Jerry, but now, I want to go to Africa and see if I could find people that are part of my foundation. Now that I know the story, the DNA story, and I want to do jet match and find out more and just, continue to find more family and talk to more people and yeah, all of that. So I'm
Well,
Mm-hmm.
grateful for all of you guys.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Fannie and then Sonya.
Oh, well, I am very happy to meet everybody and to hear from people that have already been on the platform. So I don't really have too much to say, which is not common for me. All right, Jerry.
That's true.
But that's okay. I'm coming to San Diego and we're going fishing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Don't
Sonya,
laugh.
Sonya,
Okay. Hi. Well, again, I'm pleased to meet everyone. Thank you all for having this platform and maybe eventually helping me resolve a mystery. And I mean, like I said, coming into this, I knew there probably was a mystery, and the ancestry confirmed it, which is fine. And my position initially was, I'm okay whether I know or I don't, because I'm whole in Christ Jesus. However,
yes.
if you can find out the information, it's always great. And meeting you guys, yeah, it feels like family already, and so I appreciate that. And I didn't know what to expect. Like I say, Jerry and I had spoken before, and all I can say is he reminds me of a cousin on my mama's side. So that was like really cool. Um, but meeting you guys and talking to you today, as often as I can make these, I'm going to try to make it. It's just in the last few months when you would have them, it was just hard for me. Sundays are busy for me usually, and so I was just happened to be checking my email a few minutes ago, and I was like, man, let me try to get in there. So
Yeah, same.
yeah, yeah. So
Good
again,
seeing
I'm
you,
just
Jerry.
pleased to meet
It's
everybody,
really glad
and
good meeting you.
Well,
and I now have another reason to come to California because I love California. So
oh wow.
What about
Ah,
Vegas?
I've never
What
been
about
to
Vegas?
California. I want to go there.
oh, it's awesome.
What about Vegas? What about
Oh, I
Nevada?
love Vegas.
I
I
had a
love
relative
Vegas.
in Vegas, but I haven't been there either.
Are you
So
in Vegas?
I'm in
Me, yeah,
Florida.
I am.
Okay. Who's in Vegas?
I am Fannie.
Oh, okay.
Fannie.
Okay.
I'm in Henderson.
And where are you at,
Oh,
Sonya?
I know where that is.
Sonya, where you live?
I'm in Houston, Texas.
He's in Texas.
Hmm.
Okay. And Gracie, you're in Texas, aren't you?
I'm in Florida.
What part?
I'm in Hernando County. It's
Well,
close to Tampa. You ever heard of Tampa, Florida?
yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It's close to Tampa.
Well, I just want to share this with you because all of you, you know, and you know, you're alpha females because
yeah.
I had an ideal, I had a vision, and within 2 hours, we're here talking on this this Zoom platform.
Mm-hmm.
2 hour notice, and we
Yes.
had this fruitful conversation. So that's the value of this technology, but it's the value of God bringing us together. So let's
Yes.
keep communicating, helping each other, and enjoying each other and have fun. That's
Mhm.
what
Yeah.
I want to do.
I'm
And
getting I'm gonna bring I've been trying to bring other people to this forum, but you know, it's kind of hard.
well,
I have
listen, hold it, cuz.
they don't want to spend the time, Jerry. That's all.
Okay, listen, cuz, listen, you have to understand what my mindset is. I'm
Mhm.
not really that concerned about other people. I'm concerned about you.
That's
Right.
it.
And so let's just keep it rolling like we're rolling. I'm not about excuses. I'm about solutions. I'm
See, my thing is,
about us moving forward. Okay,
right? But Jerry, let me ask you a question.
go ahead.
I was talking to my brother about the reparations. He said, "Why should I do it? You know, if you do
Oh
it,
boy.
I'm gonna get the information anyway."
So then it's not for him.
It's for you.
Yeah.
It's for me, but if there's reparations, and I can see where he's coming from, and he's a member of the family, and his tree is my tree is his tree, then he does not need to um, do the work. But
Right.
you know, I
Tamara,
don't mind.
Tamara, do
Hmm?
you hear this? You hear this conversation, Tamara, cousin?
She's on
Tamara,
mute.
Tamara,
no.
do you hear this conversation that these young ladies are talking about reparations?
Yes, I do. I hear it. And you know what? I just noticed, I was looking on Ancestry and I just noticed that, you know how they used to have in the communities, early Virginia African Americans?
Yep.
They don't have that anymore.
Wow.
What?
They don't have that anymore. So hopefully you guys screenshotted it or something. I'm gonna look back and see if I've screenshot at my communities.
Gotcha.
They changed it to southern states and it goes all across the states.
North
So
Carolina.
they're trying to muddle things up. They're trying to muddle things up so
Well,
that
you know who
you have to
you know
prove
who
your early Virginia.
ancestries, sorry, you know who it's ran by, right?
The Mormons.
Yes.
But what they're trying to do is, since we started doing the reparations things, they're going to try and muddle it up so that way it would be harder for you to prove. And when you were linked with the early Virginia African Americans, that's your link right there to slavery. That's where they got off the boat.
So sick.
Right.
But they just moved. I just saw that right now.
Hold on a
They
second. Let me look. DNA.
under communities.
Our next
Sorry.
meeting, our next group meeting will be on September 3rd. That's the first Sunday in September at 2 o'clock, same time. And we can have a private meeting to go over some of the things that we've discussed between now and then to get clarity, so we can have some private research together to see what our connections are. But the official genealogy meeting will be September 3rd.
September 3rd. Okay.
Okay.
At the same time. And thank you all for all that you've done. You know, you're awesome. It's all good. It's all God.
Amen.
Amen.
Love you, cousins.
Love you guys. Bye.
Love you guys. Take care. I'm out.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jesus. Awesome meeting. Started with the idea. The harvest was great today with this meeting. So thankful that people participated. And I look forward to many more. It's all good. It's all God. Peace.